Another one of these? So soon? Yeah, I was installing desperately needed new shelving in my recording room all day, so I needed a video I could make with a minimal amount of editing work. So I hope you all enjoy as I present my brother, Xtransbots, a company that I'm not sure why gets compared to Fans Toys. This time we're going to do Xtransbots. Xtransbots, probably one of the worst names in the business, if you're really listening to it. But the reason that we're doing this one is that last time a lot of people were actually like really angry at me, and they mentioned like, oh man, I'd hate to hear his thoughts on Xtransbots. I kind of thought back on it, and I was like, I actually think I like Xtransbots. I went through and I looked at them, and so we started with cup last time, so this is what their cup looks like.
Okay. And then the glass window.
Yeah, it's painted.
He's got his ceremonial penis.
He's doing that ceremonial crotch thrust. Yeah. But yeah, I like this a lot more than the Fans Toys version. I think the face, this is good.
Yeah, he looks very stern and disappointed.
The head is not overly big. It looks like the problem I hear with this one, I hear that this thing is very breakable. That's like the number one thing I hear about it. Is even though like when I saw this first, I was like, wow, I want that to be my cup, and then it turns out it breaks a lot. And then you got his alt mode, which, I mean, it's got this like crease in it, which is
right through the window.
That's the worst part of this thing.
Cheating, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit cheating. But the window is not as squished as on the Fans Toys, and you can see the wheels in the backside, which disappear on the Fans Toys. It's maybe a little long in the bed.
Yeah,
but
from certain angles.
From certain angles, it can look better. I think this just looks better than the Fans Toys in every way.
Yeah, it's slightly more appealing. I don't like the bulk of his torso. It's a little too bulky. He's a little too broad, without having any kind of cut in at the waist. He's got a six-pack molded in there.
That is weird for Cup. He is an old man.
Yeah, he's got big deltoids. He's got weird little circular things that his deltoids sit inside, which...
Do they have his shoulders on backwards? Like, shouldn't this slant cut be coming this way?
No.
And then let's go over to this. So this is the Fans Toys. You can tell because it has a stupid sticker on the back.
It's also covered in, visible, No, I'm not going to complain. Anyway.
I don't know what they're doing with his hand here. What the hell's going on there? But
flipped open, but inspect again.
But the back on this one just looks so much better. Like the Fans Toys, they did not give a fuck about that back. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think Xtransbots cups. Xtransbots
better. Yeah. I still don't know if I would want to buy that one.
I think if it wasn't breakable, this would be the cup I would be going after. Then let's grab Galvatron. I don't know why they went with this face. This is the face that they put on all the things. He has other faces. This is just the one they went with for some reason. But yeah, it looks like Galvatron.
Yeah.
But you can see the faces I think look again a lot better than the Fans Toys.
Yeah. It gives. Yeah, I feel like I've used the word impression 500 times in the last 2 days. But yeah, it gives the actual impression of Galvatron.
It's got those wingtips.
Yeah, it's got them Buzz Lightyear feet.
Yeah. Then you got his cannon mode, which the stem, odd decision there.
It's a little. I wonder what that is. Part of his arm.
Yeah, maybe that.
Because he's not doing a push-up.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
He doesn't have. Yeah, it's not his arms. That's a pretty big bonus.
Yeah, normally it's just his arms doing it, and it looks stupid as hell. But no, they've got these on.
There's some dedicated pieces in there.
And in the backside,
his legs go heel to heel, which is more appealing looking.
Except that's not his feet.
Isn't it?
No, remember he's wearing the wingtips.
Yeah, no, go back. Remember I says Buzz Lightyear feet? Look at that purple bar coming out of the bottom of his
foot.
Okay,
so it goes toe to toe.
It goes toe to toe, yeah. I guess the toes flip in and then it goes toe to toe.
Which this looks better from behind.
It looks great, yeah. This is a good, clean Galvatron.
And then it comes with this giant fuck off blast effect that I'm assuming you could probably just stab into someone and kill them with.
Maybe.
They're doing 100,000 versions of Cliff Jumper. These are all.
Because who cares? Well, they have different heads.
I don't think we need this many Cliff Jumpers.
Yeah.
Where are we even getting these from?
How many Cliff Jumpers do you think we need?
Evil Cliff Jumper, I guess.
No, that's Noir Cliff Jumper. He's not necessarily evil.
Okay.
He just lives in the black and white universe.
Okay, we got Cliff Jumper Noir. Then we've got, and then we've got other guy and other guy's brother, Steve.
Nah, that guy's definitely a Nate. That's a Nathan.
But I outside of Cliff Jumper, I don't know who any of these are supposed to be. They gotta be European exclusive characters or something like that. I don't dislike Cliff Jumper. I like Cliff Jumper well enough.
It's just a car stood up though, isn't it? There's nothing going on there other than the car got up.
I don't like being that guy who hates on Cliff Jumper all the time, but it's just his Earthrise toy was so bad.
I hate him. I hate his character in the show, and by extension, him.
He's so lame in the show. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, no, it isn't though. It's just lame.
Okay, then we got the Perceptor. This is one I really don't like as much as the Fan Toys. Like that face.
Yeah, it's kind of. It looks like somebody killed Perceptor and is wearing his face.
Oh, that was. Then he comes with these. That's Gears there. Forget Gears. He's in the background. But he comes with these just because they could. They made tiny little minifigures that are supposed
Perceptor
to be
comes with these.
Yes, Perceptor comes with these tiny little.
One of himself.
Yes.
Why does Perceptor?
Because there's an episode where he has toys of all his friends and himself that he's playing with.
Oh, okay.
And they were just like, yeah, we'll do it. Fuck it. And honestly, these look better than
those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They look articulated too.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, you can see there's a ball joint in there and whatnot. There's ankle joints. They have an ankle pivot on these things, and they're tiny. These things look awesome.
But you don't want that Perceptor.
I don't want this Perceptor, but the accessories almost make me do.
What if in real life he's better?
And then he's got a pretty good microscope mode. Yeah.
Yeah, the body is too big for the actual because it looks good on his shoulder, but it's too small here. You would have to have.
I think it looks too small on his shoulder too. I think he just needs a bigger one in general.
Bigger, yeah.
And then he's got his tank mode, which looks better than the Fans Toys. The Fans Toys was just all rectangle. This is still very up to your imagination, but
yeah, it's like when you go into a restaurant and they're like, "Oh, we have great queso dip," and you just don't like queso dip. Yeah. I don't care about this. I don't care how good or bad it is here or somewhere else. Just don't tell me about it.
So then we're gonna do good old Sea Spray.
Sea Spray is pretty cool.
So that's he comes with a bucket and a shovel.
Looks like a ninja. I feel like I've seen a sea spray that came with a bucket and shovel before.
So he comes with a bucket. I love this picture.
Big ass feet. Does he come with the ball?
Yes.
All right.
I can say I actually have 2 Xtransbots figures. I bought them because they were like on super duper super sale for a while, where it was like they were, I want to say, $30 each. It was their, I think it's 2 of their older ones. I think they're very old. I think it's, I got their Beachcomber and I got their Windcharger. I got the Beachcomber and the Windcharger. And here's the thing, the transformations on those are kind of heinous. Like, the Beachcomber isn't so bad, but the Windcharger, that thing's transformation is so bad that I was like, nah, I never want to do this again. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to transform the Windcharger again if I don't have to. But, yeah, so these guys might have bad transformations. I only have the 2 to go off of. The Beachcomber is okay at best. The Windcharger is terrible. So maybe the transformations suck, but they result in a good-looking product. I mean, and then he comes with these. He comes with skis and the fucking
whole ass Bumblebee figure too.
No, he doesn't come with Bumblebee. He comes with the fucking pull string and some skis. Like these are just some fun accessories.
With an extra face, you could do a little diorama where he's digging his own face out of the sand.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah, having some sort of crisis.
Yeah, no, it's I really like what I see here. That's great.
That's cool. He's got a little book. This is Neptune.
I want to be clear here. Like people were like asking me why I wasn't including this or that figure in the last video. They were like, oh man, why did you pick these figures? Were you just trying to find the worst ones? It's like, no, I just grabbed a swath of them, whatever. Like, it was just kind of like, I'll grab that, and I just saved the pictures.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't see a single Optimus Prime. That's
they haven't made one.
Are you kidding?
No, they're not made.
Have they ever made a repeat of a figure?
Yes.
Well, then they suck.
Yes, they've actually made Fans Toys. They made 2 different sea sprays because their first sea spray was terrible.
Oh, you know what's one thing I thought of since then about Fans Toys? This isn't the Fans Toys episode, but since then they have all their figures have very big first draft energy.
Oh.
It seems like they didn't have enough time to finish everything.
Ow.
That's why there's all those holes and screws and pins that you can see, and everything looks a little bit off. Things are certain things are like out of scale to other parts of the body, and they just look a little weird.
So, what's your thoughts on him?
How big is he?
I think he's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah, he looks very big. He's wearing a diaper. Is this guy mixing truck or something?
No, he's a
crane
with a nice long fucking crane.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. One thing that's funny about this is that they are going to take this particular figure. They're just going to swap out his head and make it a bulkhead. They're going to paint it green, swap out his head, give him the bulkhead.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it just came out like immediately after the Legacy revealed one, and everyone's like, why is everyone doing this to Bulkhead? Because it's like basically the exact same body type.
Yeah, why are they turning Bulkhead into a man instead of some sort of troll?
So I'm going to grab their Ultra Magnus. You tell me what you think of this when you first see it.
It doesn't look like he transforms.
Yeah, look at that back. Yeah. Like, that is a clean back.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty clean. He does transform, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he turns into a big square.
He looks like he's going to transform.
Looks very, like the original one.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the Masterpiece. It looks like the Masterpiece to a kind of shocking extent. Like the Masterpiece has these same like locations here. The arms fold up the same way. I'm assuming that these are gonna be hollow inside, so that way the arms can fold down into them. It's got the same hinge here. Like this looks exactly like the Masterpiece, and then it's got some posing, like superhero landing. Like it's got double knees. But like yeah, I absolutely love what I'm seeing here. Yes. Though I will say, his face is a little odd.
Yeah, that one. His eyes are too big. It looks like he's just he's sharded. That's the no, I've sharded face.
He has a pretty shocked expression going on. It's not the same uncanny valley as Fans Toys though. You look at this, it's kind of funny and it's odd, but it's not like, man, that doesn't look right. It's just there's something.
Oh, that Perceptor was pretty bad.
That Perceptor was terrible. That face was awful. I hate that face. But yeah, this thing looks awesome, and like if I'm aiming for this, if I have the money at the time, this will be the next Ultra Magnus I pick up. They like to do some random stuff every now and then. They like to switch things up. So they do stuff like Autobot X.
I remember that.
Yeah, and it's like no one else is doing this. Like they're also doing the Quintesson and the Prosecutor.
Does the Prosecutor transform?
No, none of them do. So this guy, the Quintesson and the
Quintesson doesn't even fold open into like a Mighty Max or something.
No,
that'd be a pretty cool idea. I threw that one out there, but if somebody wants to make that,
that's what I've been saying for years. That's what I've been saying for years. They should do with the Titans is that they should like fold open and have like a city on the inside. But yeah, no, like so they're doing good sculpts. They like I like what I'm seeing here with everything. I don't know how the transformations are. Okay, let me get this second one.
He looks good.
Like this looks good.
It looks good, but the official Studio Series Cyclonus?
Yes, that thing
nailed it so hard that
at a Voyager price point, that thing nailed Cyclonus so hard, and it made it so simple and so elegant. It's kind of hard to justify, but at the same time, this does look like
it does look really good. I'm just looking once again. His waist doesn't cut in very much. His forms, something wrong there.
I don't think he has a waist swivel. Can't tell.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to. Not much of a neck going on.
Personally, once again,
unlike that other Cyclonus, remember from the Fans Toys?
We looked at that for like half a second.
Yeah, but his neck, it's so much neck. This guy has
no
neck.
I cut that part. Remember?
Oh no, yeah, you didn't.
I did.
Oh man,
I cut that part for time.
Throw just the photo up right now in this video.
That Cyclonus was all neck. But yeah, I think this once again looks better than the Fans Toy Cyclonus. Like I think Fans Toy I think Xtransbots in general looks better than Fans Toy. Though he does have a bit of a backpack.
Yeah, kind of. That's so crazy that the Hasbro one has
no backpack. Yeah, the Hasbro one manages to do everything so much more elegantly and have no backpack. Yeah, so the last one we have is I only grabbed one of Death Star, so this is gonna be the last one. And I just grabbed this one because it's kind of fun. Look at the face. Look at we got Robert Sadar again.
I guess
there's something.
I don't know what I'm looking at. That bird head.
He only looks like he had a lot of plastic surgery.
Who was Deathsaurus?
Deathsaurus was like a Japan-only character.
Oh, no wonder his name is horrible.
Yeah. I think he was named in America.
Oh,
first.
god damn it. Did they name him for Japanese audiences? They were like, what kind of name do you think Japanese people like? They're like, well,
I could be entirely off base with that, but yes, he was only ever in the Japan series Transformers Victory. But yeah, and then he's in the IDW comic where he's very interesting, and I like him a lot in the IDW comic. But yeah, he was in Transformers Victory, and he looked like this. He turns into a giant chicken. I'm not joking.
It's not like an eagle or something. Chickens don't have arms, you idiot.
So let's go to general thoughts. Like,
yeah, we didn't see Beach.
We didn't see Beachcomber, but that's like I only took this picture of him, and then I realized I saved this picture of him, and then I realized, oh yeah, I have this figure.
Let's spray paint him gold and start a wildfire.
You got the gold hand?
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Like, they have the
gold. Yeah, a lot of people do that. For
no, I mean they always have like little kits full of like he's got birds. Anyway, what if they give you a set of all the Transformers from the episode where they turn into gold? And then instead of like birds or like a laser axe for Optimus or whatever, they just give you a can of spray paint and a lighter. So you can spray paint them gold and then start a fire.
I know exactly where you were going as soon as you started talking.
Yeah,
that's the way your brain works.
Except I was just an incredibly intuitive idea.
Except I was expecting you to say like kerosene.
No, you can do it with paint. My thoughts are pretty good. They're better. They definitely have like a unified kind of like identity as far as like a third party goes. Like I see each one, I go, yeah, they're definitely all made and designed by the same people, and the same people have certain ideas about what designs should be like. If this Ultra Magnus is what it looks like, then that's actual witchcraft. Yeah, this Ultra Magnus looks amazing. This guy, I don't really care much about. His color is just yellow and black, but he's not. Oh, he looks like too much Bumblebee. He looks like Bumblebee Plus. Yeah, remember that joke I made earlier? He's Bum-Dum Bumblebee. Just with too many letters in the middle. You'll hear it when you go back and edit. I thought his mouth was open and light was coming out like Lopan. It's just an incredible glare coming from their overhead light and their render. They're doing the legacy and they didn't even know it. But yeah, so Xtransbots versus... I have a crazy idea. Okay. All right. You know how I keep saying, oh, a Transformer, but it's just like several ounces of lead and 2 molds? What if you had to get this in a video at some point. I think I've gotten this in a video before, but unless you're always cutting it out, because I'm always talking about this. You wouldn't have to compromise anything, because you could have crazy detailing and it would look really good. So you wouldn't get any pain. And so here's what we compromise. All right. You want the bulkhead with the short legs? Well, the thigh section, that's pewter. The rest is regular plastic. So you take the thighs off, you melt them down, and then you recast them in the shorter... Or they just give you separate thigh parts and a screwdriver. No. I like my idea. Computer's soft, you can carve into it. If you screw it up, you can just, recast it. So Xtransbots versus Fans Toys. How do you feel? Well, I mean, there's some real standouts in here. Autobot X is weird, and I'm glad that they did it. Yeah. He is very horrifying. He definitely looks like he's suffering. Like if you had G.I. Joe, you got Duke's head, and you put him in like a paratrooper outfit or a naval commander outfit or like a commando outfit or like a scuba tank. It's the same character. Duke, exactly. It's Duke, but it's a Duke in a new costume. Yeah, whereas you can't do that with Transformers. You cannot put a Transformer in a new costume and have it be the same guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They are all slightly different men. They address that fact here, where some of them have different heads. Yeah. I feel they do. There's like 4 different versions of each. They do a lot of repaints, which is, I think, like, I get it. They're trying to capitalize on their molds, but like I find that incredibly boring about them. Yeah. Cyclonus is good. Galvatron's great. Ultra Magnus is really good. A couple of them are like, meh. I'm kind of mad on this one. I like this one. I don't think I've ever seen a cup figure I really liked. I was like, yes, that's right. I feel like this looks the most like Dr. Smith. Ouch. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's right. Lost in Space from the 50s and 60s. It's safe to say that I actually really, really like Xtransbot stuff, and what people thought that you were gonna not. People thought I was gonna hate this because I don't like Fans Toys. I guess because it's just commonly accepted that Fans Toys is better than this. I guess because people always laud Fans Toys as being fantastic. Yeah, I guess people. That's probably what it boils down to. I guess what you gotta ask yourself is it better than the original? If you're looking to buy anything, you're like, is this a better version than the G1 figure? Well, no, not the G1 figures, but I mean, like, just like a main love. Like Hasbro's putting these figures out, and they cost like a fraction of the price. Cyclonus, it's like, God, when you can get that Cyclonus, it sucks that this Cyclonus is so nice, and I could never imagine a world where people would actually pick it over the other one. Well, I mean, there is something to be said about scale. Oh yeah, it's hard to tell from pictures. I always just assume they're all like. No, these guys are in the like 18 inches. These guys are in the 18 inches. Yeah, like an 18-inch figure. That's a normal figure size, right? No. 1.5 feet? No. That's slightly over 2 Subway sandwiches. That's the size of a Titan, dude. That's how big Titans come out. No, Titans are like 3 feet tall. I can think of several Titans that are specifically 18 inches. Man, those don't seem big to me. I have them. The Ark is 18 inches. Is he? Yes. So if we get a tape measure, we measure him right now. He's 18 inches. 18 inches. And I know, you know, what everyone else tells you to do at the end of these videos. So, if you liked what you saw here, please do that. And if you'd like to take it a step further, then please, share this video with any friend you think may be interested. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me waste your time.